Hey, what is up, y'all? We are back here talking about Blindspot. We've got Reed having trouble. We've got Jane having trouble. We've got a whole bunch of money missing from people and a couple of kidnappings. So look, we might as well go on and get into it. This is the Blindspot After Show. Keep it locked.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Yeah.
That's what I think about. I think about rap horn. That's what it is. So thuggish.
Because people
So
have
Drake-ish.
enemies. People have enemies.
People do have enemies.
Welcome to the Blindspot After Show, guys. We are so happy you are here. I am your host. That's right, One Youngster. You can find me online at ONEYOUNGSTA. And I am joined by the one, the only, the top notch, the best contender, the champ, the gold card, Nick Mardi.
What's up, everyone? Boom, boom, boom. I need fireworks in the back. Pyro. Boom, 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 boom. What's up, everyone? Oh yeah. I got energy right now. This is giving me hulkish energy. My headphones almost came off. What's up, everyone? I'm Nick Mardi. You can find me everywhere at NickMardi13 and on YouTube at the latest late show, which is super goofy. I'm trying to still fit it in. Latest late show. I still want to do something signature like that. I still need it.
Now, real quick, I'm gonna give a shout out to everybody we have in the chat. We have Kubi DC TV.
Ivan Soto.
We got Steven Otten. We got Ivan Soto isn't here yet, but Ivan Soto, if you're watching after, we still giving you some love.
Dude.
So, real quick to our folks in the chat, let us know what you thought about the episode, because we're gonna start real quick. Nick, straight up, how did you feel about the episode?
Critical thinking skills.
Okay.
I felt like this episode, it was, you know when we say, oh, we went to high school and I'm never going to use that math like that.
Ever
Statistics. Logistics. Oh, mathematistics.
Ooh.
I got Drake in me right now, you know? I feel like we never say we're going to use that, but if you belong with the FBI, you're apparently going to use all of these statistics. In your duty, and this episode was all about that.
Okay. Me, I felt we got a good change of pace. We didn't break any glass this episode. No broken glass.
True.
No broken glass, but
no numbers added.
You know, we did have a lot of fun trying to figure out where Jane was, and it was a nice change of pace to figure out that Jane wasn't the person with something to hide, and the person that we found out had something to hide wasn't really his fault. It was more of kind of like a shame thing. So I like this
wrong
episode.
Place, wrong time. He was born into the wrong person.
Born to the wrong family, man.
True. Selfish guy.
It ain't my fault.
We're talking about Blindspot if you're on this right now. Just in case. Keep posted. We're talking about people being born in the wrong family. I don't think.
So even we don't have anybody in the chat giving their ideas about the episode yet. They probably haven't caught up just yet. But this episode was good because when you have a long season like this, network has like 21, 22 episodes. You usually have to kind of switch up the pace. You can't hit hard every episode. And we got some bullets, but we were able to slow it down just a bit, take it to another level, get a little, get inside of people's minds, sending coded messages. And I thought that it was just what this episode needed. Especially the way it ended. But let's go on and get into something that's been going on for a while.
What would that
Reed.
be? Oh,
your boy
Reed. Reed has problems.
Tell me how you felt about him and his ex-girlfriend. We don't know what she is now. And she a mama? She got kids?
When he woke up and there was that little kid, we did not know where he was.
Yeah, I was like, what did he?
And then all of a sudden,
did he get
the
kidnapped?
mama bear walks up.
Looking straight mama, like she looked like a mom. When last time we saw her,
That's why I didn't recognize her. At first she looked so different because she's not coked out.
Nope, she did not look like a mama the last time we saw her. She looked like somebody that was trying to be a mama.
She was like this, and then she got mama bear.
Yeah, and then she got
this mama bear paws.
Oh, big shout out to Ivan Soto in the chat. Got Cunningham 2014. That is right. We got our people. Now our crew is here.
Now everyone's on.
Now,
go to YouTube, AFTERBUZZ TV, and you can
That's
find
right.
Blindspot.
yes,
Just a heads up.
I'm super hyped that we got everybody. And this situation with Reed was very funny because this woman got him in the trouble that he's in. She kind of opened him up to drug usage, opened him up to partying, opened him up to, acting wild, and then she just want to flip the script and act like, yo, look, I don't do this. But remember, she did say that I can control it. So she knows how to be like, all right, I'm mom status. All right, let me go be, we'll just say not mom status. And have some parties and then come back. Now, my man in the engineering booth, if you could hit me with some soft music, if you could, I'm gonna go in and get this started. Mothers out there, if you have children, because you're a mother apparently, stop using drugs. It's just, you can't use drugs. See, when you become the legal guardian of a youth, you gotta let the coke go.
Wow.
Let it go. Let it go. And scene.
You know that music goes along with Passages Malibu? I always see that commercial come up. 12-step program.
But yeah, it's crazy that she just, I'm like, hold up, you got a kid?
Yo, we're in LA. I see at least stuff like this all the time, and I know they be having kids.
Yeah, it's like, look, if you got kids, look, raise your kids, all right? Because, look, they gonna be doing the same stuff you doing when they grow up. And
True story.
It's not a good look.
But poor Reed, he got dumped by the chick who started it all.
Started the whole thing. Now, the trip is, later on, he goes and sees Weller. Weller pulls him into the office. He's like, hey, look, Zapata told me some stuff. She told me you're not having a good time. And Weller was even trying to let him off the hook.
Weller became a angel, a saint, and Reed was just messed up in the head at this point.
Yeah, he was very, very upset, to the point where he was like, yo, I quit, threw his badge down on the table. And I'm thinking, yo, man, he's giving you an out. He's like, look, I should report you, but we all go through some stuff. So how about you take a vacation, do whatever you got to do, and come back? He said, yo, you need help.
I know,
I
I
can't give
agree.
you that help, but just go get some help and then come back 100%. But he got mad, stormed off, and then cursed out Zapata, his future girlfriend.
Oh, is it the future girlfriend? Come on.
Look, come on, I'm still pulling for that. Come on, Blindspot writers, I know you watch us every week. We thank you. Make it happen. I know Reed got his issues, but we need to get him back into the three-piece suit and back on the straight and narrow.
You know, that is really funny that you say that, because we've always been like, Zapata, chill.
Yeah.
You're making yourself jealous.
Yeah.
Zapata.
True.
Now, Reed, we're like, ugh.
Yeah, and even Ivan Soto said Reed is a certain body part that we're not going to say on this semi-family
He's
friendly
a butt?
show. He's the front of,
I know.
of the male body. and I agree with Ivan. I know he's going through some stuff. He's got the whole molestation thing going. He's on drugs now, and he got dumped by this girl that he thought he was going to be with. But Reed needs to take the advantages of having a boss like Weller and saying, look, I know what's going on, but I'm going to let you take a vacation
But
instead.
we've seen the show, what is it called? What is that show called? The one where Intervention?
Yeah.
We've seen them. They give them chances, but then they're so wrapped up in what they're trying to do and, get their, I guess, hit.
Yeah, and maybe he hasn't hit rock bottom yet. Well, he hit.
Oh, yeah.
He hit rock bottom.
Doo-doom.
So
that was good.
At the end, Reed goes to this little club. He's getting his drink on. He sees somebody selling some drugs. He wants to, get a little taste, get a little party on. And it doesn't end well for him.
Because he's recognized because he beat down, raided one of the thugs' cousins' houses,
Yep.
and he was recognized as a cop.
And they kicked him to sleep.
Yeah.
Man, they beat him down
Those
so
blood
bad.
dribbling out of the mouth.
Poor Reed. Listen, I want you to be back on the track. Just pick yourself up off the ground. Maybe somebody might have to help you, but just get into a 12-step program, even 6 steps. I mean, do half of it, and then come back, and you can just have like a 2-piece suit. All right, just two. Is there a 2-piece suit? Is there such a thing as a 2-piece
for men?
Yeah, I mean, I guess a 2-piece
Well,
suit.
if you're
he wears a 3-piece, so I figure if you take away the
There
best,
could
that's a
be.
2-piece.
There could be.
Look, just get back in the suits. All right.
Well, the thing is, you remember how forwarding real quick to what's going to be on next week? Mm-hmm. They said a member will leave the team, right?
Okay.
Could it have been Reed and they're just going to like go further with it? You know,
Like maybe they find out. Maybe they find out about the
Nas.
drugs and stuff. So
Well, it's like,
maybe
he dies.
you know what? That could. I'd be
That's too
sad.
dark. That's too
I don't
dark.
want to see Reed go, but it seems like they are setting him up to take a turn for the worse.
Take an L.
But let's go to the chat real quick. We got Papa XO, I guess, saying, I'm already disgusted by the unshown plot that must occur to get Reed back on the team. Really, man? You're already disgusted? What if it's really good? I think I hope they. I'm guessing they're gonna take about 2 or 3 episodes, and then he'll kind of fix himself. Hopefully, maybe this beatdown will be enough.
I think it's going to be one more episode.
One? You think they'll do it that fast?
Or if it's one episode and they put him in rehab.
Oh, okay.
And then he's gone for a long time.
All right.
And then he returns stronger. Dude, I'm so over him.
Now, speaking about returning stronger, we got a young lady who needs to return strong too, and her name is Patterson.
Yeah, true. She's messed up too.
Patterson, go on in the chat. Let us know what you feel about Patterson. But Nick, in this episode, how's Patterson got you feeling?
Look, you know I love her. You know I'm pro Patterson.
She's hashtag don't tell my wife, but she's a cutie. She's cute.
Hashtag cutie patootie. And the problem is, this girl's wigging out now.
Yes.
Because she goes to the psychiatrist and is like, I don't need you anymore. I'm done with this.
Yep.
Then by the end, we're seeing her flip out on her house. She's thinking the whole place is bugged from Borden.
Yeah.
Which obviously we all understand. They're at an advanced level in this Secret Service type work that anything could be bugged, and they all know how to bug very intricately throughout the house. So I understand that, but also, you know, I'm a poor girl. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like if she really wanted to check for bugs in her home, she works with people that could have did that. She's too far gone. I think she doesn't feel that she needs help in any aspect of her life. And even though we're gonna get on to the psychiatrist because she's not my favorite character, but I think she does have a point. You know, Patty got some stuff she need to work out.
Yeah.
Patty got some stuff that she needs to get through, and she's, for some reason, she just feels like nobody can help her. She can do it all by herself. And I know she's used to, solving the crimes, figuring out the riddle, solving the puzzle. But I mean, everyone needs help sometimes. Everyone needs help sometimes.
Bruh, you get super Mr. Rogers. Whenever you look into the camera, you straight get Mr. Rogers.
Everyone needs help sometimes.
Why don't you be my neighbor? That's how you get. I love it.
So in the chat, Steven says, if Patterson dies, we riot.
Yo, there's no chance in hell that's gonna happen.
All right, look, here's if they kill Patterson by the end of this season, I don't know. I'll do something crazy on the show.
It's not gonna happen.
Something light crazy, because this is still a semi-family show, but crazy enough to be on the show.
My thing is look, there's been. It's funny to think. Well, it's not funny. It can make sense, obviously.
Yeah.
Beginning of the first half of the season, wow, there's so much. There's a little bit going on, and then at this point in this series, I guess everyone's mentally maxed out, right? Yeah. Weller, Jane. Well, Jane and Roman had a win.
Yes, they got a win.
But overall, we're seeing these characters maxed out mentally and just so broken down. Sandstorm's draining them.
Sandstorm is really draining.
You know, that's something that we should think about. Is Sandstorm really winning now? Because look how torn apart the team is.
That's a good point. And speaking about that one win that you talked about, let's go on and get into talking about Roman and Jane with him being able to finally be set free.
House arrest, yeah.
Not set free.
That's pretty
free enough.
Yeah,
he's not in the glass cage anymore. I think Nas realized that he's getting to the point where he's going to turn inward and just. I think he started to not care, and in that case, she's like, no, we have to pull him back, because if he starts not caring, he's not going to help us. He might not even speak anymore, because he's like, I belong here, I'm a horrible person, blah, blah, blah. And maybe he'll just completely shut down. He needs some sunshine, he needs some hope to, inject into his outlook for the future, if there is one.
Yeah, and you said it best during the episode, and right now, where you said he just doesn't care at that point.
Yeah.
Which I totally believe you're correct on. And that's why I was thinking at one mission at one point in time, he's just going to leave and then infiltrate from the outside. Just like he thinks he's bad, he has to be bad, because he's like, I have no other choice. I have no other way of living.
Good point.
So I think it was either that case or like what happened where he was released on house arrest, and now it's like it's a full restart for him because he gets to live with Jane and order takeout.
Yeah, and it's good to see him see some kind of normalcy in his life. So I'm glad for that. That's a win. Now, before we jump into the mission, we just have to say one thing. We don't trust the psychiatrist. Guys, jump in the chat, let us know. Fantasy Stats Guru, what's up, man? It's good to see you. Fantasy Stats Guru says, yes, he was mistreated long term, but he didn't go forth, try to fix the right way. Patterson did, and then had the psychiatrist be a mole. You know what? That's a good point. She tried to trust the psychiatrist before.
Yeah.
And it didn't really work out. But this psychiatrist, I really don't trust. And I don't know if she's Sandstorm or she's just like really, really...
Stern.
Yeah.
It could be Stern.
Yeah.
Because, wouldn't Sandstorm want Roman to be released? And she was against letting Roman be released?
Yeah, maybe she's just like stern and a hater.
We could be looking into it. We could be looking too deep into it. But that is, I think, if they did write it like that, that brings up a good point that maybe she's just not a part of Sandstorm and she just really is a hater.
Yeah, good point. And Ivan Soto says, I hate the shrink. She's hating on Roman. Thank you. I think she's a hater. And she has one of those looks. She has a face, like a hater face.
She's a principal. She has a principal face.
Yeah, she has a face. You look at
You're
you be
suspended,
like,
you know?
You could give her anything. You'd be like, here, take this. Be like, you don't like it, do you? Be like, and I knew it.
Or like, she's like, I love it. And you're like, oh, no, you do not.
I really like it. It's like, I don't feel like you like it.
I like it a lot.
So, let's get into the mission that we got this episode, which was such a great change of pace. What did you think about the reveal on Oliver?
Well, I think beginning, of the, I guess, end of the last episode, and then, so it's like they're tranquilized, wake up in a bed together.
Story of my life, right?
Story of my life, bro.
Am I right?
Am I right, bro? So it's like they wake up in the same bed, and they have no idea where they are. Then they finally, oh my God, Oliver touches the doorknob and it zaps him. We're in a prison. Okay, what's going on right now, right?
Yeah.
I think it was a cool change of pace, but it was, I thought it was going to be a little bit darker. Because I was hoping... I'll jump a little bit past to where they kept escaping. They kept repeating that. But I was hoping that they're just going to take it a little bit darker with this turn of events. Because when Oliver was sitting down and the guy who was orchestrating the whole event, I forgot his name. If you in the chat can remind me of the guy who was orchestrating the whole thing.
Yeah, I can't.
When he had the gun,
Magnus was the guy's dad, Oliver's dad, but I can't remember.
I forgot his name.
I can't remember the kidnapper's name.
But when he had the gun to Oliver, if he would have shot Oliver, that would have been a game changer for not television history, but like something you wouldn't have expected to happen for TV, because I feel like sometimes with these action shows, we know how it's gonna play out.
We call stuff. We call stuff all the time.
Things at least.
Yo, we call stuff all the time when we watch this show. I wish we could watch the show with you guys, because there's stuff that I'm sure we're calling, you're calling.
Yeah, y'all must be calling.
This is about to happen. This is about to happen. But it's still fun. I still enjoy it. But it's just.
But I'm saying, like, if you made it like bigger, like, obviously if you shot Oliver, then the whole plan foils because the kids were saved. Yeah. And then now it's kind of like, could those guys have escaped then and just left Jane, or could they have shot Oliver and tied up Jane to like wait until the FBI gets there? Like, I feel like we knew they were both gonna escape, and I wouldn't have wanted that.
Okay. Now, I do like finding out that Oliver, his family is a little deeper than we thought. Also, we found out about the Ponzi scheme, stealing $200 million.
That's no Bernie Madoff, though. That's no Bernie Madoff.
Yeah, Bernie Madoff. How much did he spend?
I want to say it was like $2 billion.
Bernie Madoff took a lot. Look, he took a lot of money. All right, look. Soft music again, please. If you're out in Wall Street and you're running a Ponzi scheme, don't. And scene.
That was pretty funny. I like that.
just don't do it. Stop stealing. Stop stealing. Why people always gotta steal?
It's not good for you to do that. Don't do that anymore. I said don't do the Ponzi scheme, man.
Why are you stealing? Oh man,
greed, bro.
Stop.
Money.
I know they say greed is good.
I'm trying to stuff some cash up in my pockets.
I know greed is good, but greed is
you been Ponzi.
You been Ponzi. Like, going in hashtag you been Ponzi, hashtag you blind, hashtag Blindspot.
Dang, that was a good set of hashtags.
It's like a whole paragraph.
And then another one, hashtag SDA.
Yeah,
that's my favorite.
Yeah, so it's the cool thing about this is that you get to see that this is a mission that has nothing to do with any type of tattoos, any type of sandstorm, nothing at all. This is just people that are mad about something else entirely, and kind of sucks our team into it. And the cool thing is that, you know, Jane has to use her smarts to get out, like sending the coded message, putting her arm in the video.
Yeah.
I mean, Jane really stepped it up.
And it's funny because the man who orchestrated the whole event as well even said we shouldn't have taken the girl.
Yeah.
So this story wouldn't have been involved. Jane might have helped out, but she wouldn't have actually known that he was even there, because this wasn't displayed nationally. You know how in some shows, like, they're like, you must give him $200 million or else Gotham City, you know, like, you know. And this time it was just sent directly to the FBI.
Okay.
So it's like Jane wouldn't have even known if Oliver was gone.
True.
I mean, it was sent to their team.
She would have just woke up and been like, "Where's he at?" Or if they
where he at, though?
Yeah.
Where he at, though?
Where he at? Now, in the chat, Papa XO says, "You are thinking logically, others are not. She's the only one who is treating Roman the way he should be." He's talking about the shrink, saying everyone is tainted by their feelings for Jane.
That's what I said, though. I said, though, that...
Interesting.
I said, though, that... I said that, look, she has a right, though, when we finish the episode, because he's an assassin.
Yeah, he is an assassin.
So it makes sense. I get that. And I guess because our heart is into the show that we're like, oh, we know he's good. We know he's good. He's not going to do anything. But at the same time, let's look at it from a security perspective.
Yeah, security-wise.
You're letting this guy out who we have evidence has killed many people. Even we're sending him out to kill people. How do we not know that he's going to snap? Maybe a chopstick snaps and he, like, freaks.
Yeah, he could. Now, the cool thing is talking about the darkness. Cunningham 2014 says, Jane stabbing the dude in the neck reminded me of Roman forking the sandstorm guy. And he said that was pretty dark. So it was kind of dark. And even the part where he kind of pushed him onto the
Oliver, yeah.
the boar's
Antlers,
head or whatever,
yeah.
the antlers. Death by antlers it's not dark, but it was cool.
That wasn't dark. I guess we didn't take it that dark. Yeah, but it was cool. It was neat.
It was cool. It was cool, but I'll say that it was lighter than we thought because, of course, whenever they give you the preview, in the preview they have to make you watch. So in the preview they're like, everything is going down,
Yeah.
and then you're like, everything didn't go down. One thing went down.
Yo, you can hate me if you want, but I watched The Bachelor and Bachelorette, and every single episode is an episode that you haven't seen in all of history. You don't want to miss next week when Jane says no to Bobby. You know, it's like every
And
week
it's like,
is that.
everybody's like, gasp.
Yeah, gas. And every time, like it's like next week, it's like, does Nas survive? Yes, for the rest of the season, bro.
Yeah,
like,
because she did a backflip and kicked that dude
yeah,
straight
like
in the head.
then it said this season somebody's gonna leave Blindspot. Yeah, maybe like a writer. Okay, it's not anyone. It's not a character. Like it's a PA on set. Like it's obviously not someone because
He
like
said maybe it's a writer.
it's maybe a writer who left because they got another show. But it's like a character's not leaving by this point, yo. Like we're so far into the season, and y'all say that every single episode.
Well, you know, whenever you have a season, those last 3 episodes, the one where they really give you the gut punch.
Do you think
maybe
somebody's really gonna leave? I'm telling you, it was a PA, it was a DP on set, it was crafty.
It was one of the craft service
yeah,
guys.
it was craft
He's
services.
like, I'm out, guys.
Yeah, they're like, cool, all right, see you later. Like budget
he's
for
leaving.
crafty change. Like
He'll be back at 9
Yeah.
a.m. No.
Everything changes when crafty on set stops serving fresh organic foods.
But with this mission, the thing about, you know, seeing this play out is because you have the emotions of the sort of boyfriend and girlfriend of Jane and Oliver. You get to see him kind of at the end figuring out that his father was passed already like 6 months ago, but he did sort of try to make amends by giving so much money.
I'm with
to
Oliver on it.
Yeah,
I'm with Oliver on it.
yeah.
Yo, he was trying to clear his own conscience. You can
Yeah.
answer his call. Or
Yeah,
like
it's-
send him
it's
a
your
letter.
son.
You don't even have to call back. Like, look, I'm not in no position to say anything like that. Obviously, we're talking about a show, but I'm just
Yeah.
saying that you could write a letter if you didn't want to
Yeah.
send it. Like, I see you.
You can write a
and
4-page letter.
Yeah, that's apparently for that guy. I feel like that would be too much. Like,
Yeah.
what an that?
Just be like, son, I got your message.
Yeah, or we could take it back to college and be like, 200 word count. Like, a 200 word count, like paper.
Hit him with a Twitter. You know, hit him with a tweet real
140.
quick.
140 characters.
140. No big
140.
deal.
140.
Instagram picture, no problem. I mean, he was in Sweden. I mean, it's not. Does Sweden have extradition? Jump in the chat. I don't think Sweden has extradition. I'm not sure. If you're stealing money, maybe so. But anyway, he could have sent him a message and be like, "Hey, son, I got you. Merry Christmas, man."
Yeah.
You know?
If something in this sort of, you know, thing took place, jump in the chat and let us know, like, you know, do you think that made up for it, the charity donations, or do you think he definitely could have reached out?
Yeah. So let
I'm
us know in the
curious.
chat. Let us know what you think about the dad's donations. Was it trying to reconnect with his son, kind of on an emotional level, or was it just because he needed to? Is it selfish reasons, pretty much?
Yeah.
But the cool thing in this whole mission is that we got one of these shots that you love.
Ah, that's right.
What did you love about this?
I love the GoPro because
Yes.
it was the first time. Remember, I got excited. I was like, "Yo,
This
we
nice
haven't
little
seen a
GoPro on the end of the gun.
Yeah, there was the MP like 4 kind of looking gun.
Yeah, it was
and
pretty
it was
cool.
like a GoPro at the end of it, and it was watching Oliver and the guy fight it. It was like a 1.5 second shot, but
Yeah,
we
but
had
it
never
was
seen
cool.
I don't believe I've ever seen the show use a GoPro shot before.
I don't think so. I'll have to think back.
and
but
I
it was
noticed
pretty
these
cool.
little things, like a
It was
scorpion kick.
Scorpion kick.
Scorpion. I noticed scorpion kicks.
Hashtag cardigan karate.
Yeah, cardigan karate. Hi.
Hi, how's everyone doing?
Yeah, hello. And so I noticed little things, and so when I saw the GoPro, I appreciated it because it was a little bit of change
Yeah, it
in
was
shooting
nice.
style.
Yeah, it was nice. It
It
was a
was
nice
cool.
touch.
Yeah.
It was a nice touch.
So
It was- just
noticed.
keep that in the dome.
Yeah.
It's just for you. Now, this episode was about Jane. This episode really encompassed her relationship with her boyfriend, her smarts to be able to get out of the situation, being able to send messages, being able to beat up the kidnappers pretty much on her own. You know, Jane really came through, and I think seeing this episode reminded me that, you know what, we really haven't, I mean, of course she's the star of the show, but in recent episodes, she really hasn't shined with all of her styles and all of her gifts as much lately. You know, she's been taking a back seat, and it was nice to see Jane get some love. Like, you know, it's pretty cool. I like that part.
Jane was the Patterson this episode.
You know what? That's right. Because Patterson was just kind of like in mission control, like, go over here, go over there. But Jane, you know, she broke
it down.
Yeah, and
like,
gave,
you know how Patterson
messages.
breaks it all down? Like, every time, the word L goes to Luciferian Lazarus Lozazor. Like, you know, and this time Jane broke it down.
Jane broke it down with all the words and
she
put
knew
the
it was
first
going to be
letters.
interpreted. Yeah.
Yep.
The man.
Like the kids are at White House or something like that.
The kids were White Shore.
Yes.
Save them not to be, you are to me. And all of a sudden Patterson like, blah, 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 save me.
Patterson was like, White Shore.
Yeah, White Shore. Let me just put my finger on it. That's right.
So, guys, in the chat, let us know what you thought about Jane's performance this episode. Like, she was smart. She kicked some butt. She sent messages. She kept it. She even gave a little, I guess, psychiatrical whatever advice to the dad that was about to shoot Oliver. She was like, he's never been as good a dad as you, and she'd never. You know what?
Yeah.
She
hold
would
my
never.
gun.
All right, cool. Hold the gun. You're the dad.
You know what we need to do from now on, real quick? We need to give an MVP of the show, the episode.
You know what? You're right. This episode's MVP is Jane.
Yeah, I agree.
Jane is the MVP of this episode. She made me proud. She's player of the game. You know, she was smart. She sent messages. She talked a man down whose daughter died from Ponzi schemes.
It made sense what she said. Usually, you know how they BS? They're like, you don't want to do this. You have so much more.
You have so much to live for.
Yeah, you don't want to take away Gotham. I'm on Gotham tonight because I just saw a little clip of the Joker earlier. So like, but for real, it's like every time they're like, oh no, think about Mark Macaulay, who is you get the donuts from every morning. What is he gonna think?
What is he gonna think?
But this time she was like real, like, yo, you know your daughter died, but killing this guy or getting $200 million isn't gonna make up for that huge loss. Which I felt like she had sympathy. She's like, I get it.
Mm-hmm. Now look. If you're out there looking for revenge for someone who played a Ponzi scheme on you, and then your daughter jumped off the GW bridge, and now you want to get him back, it's not going to bring her back. So I'm
impressed by the details that you just remembered. The GW bridge.
The GW bridge.
You remembered. That was good.
The GW bridge has been having some problems lately, too.
I don't know what the GW
bridge is. The lady jumped off it in this episode, and in 24, on the episode of 24, I think a bomb went off on the GW bridge. So see,
where's the GW bridge?
It's in America. That's where GW bridge is.
That was
now,
good.
Fantasy Stats Guru says it's not easy to take off tattoos, and they have established each one can have more than one meaning. So that's cool that it can give us a lot more to play with. And with an episode like this, it let us step back, get off the tattoos a little bit, and then we can get into later. Now, also, Fantasy Stats Guru, what's up, man? You are a trooper. Now, Fantasy Stats Guru said Sweden does have extradition. So if he's in Sweden, he got to lay low.
I appreciate that info.
He got to lay low. And thank you, because for the Ponzi scheme that I'm planning.
Fantasy Stats is like our Patterson. Fantasy Stats is like our Patterson.
Fantasy Stats is our Patterson. Just make sure
y'all are all like our Pattersons in the chat. You know?
Yeah,
whenever we look up more questions or we have curiosity, we got the chat.
Yeah,
y'all are our Pattersons.
Just make sure, go to the dentist right now. Everybody in the chat, you're our Patterson, but go to the dentist very soon. Just check all this, the bottom row.
Well said.
Check the bottom row.
Blindspot jokes. That was good.
Blind spot.
I'll give you that.
It's all in. It's all
only we would get it. You listen to this.
Here.
You watch this. Us, you get it.
We gonna get it.
Yeah. That was good. That was good.
So, since we're about to get into it, everybody in the chat, start jumping in and let us know your predictions for next episode, because we're about to get into predictions. That's right.
Ow. Your AfterBuzz TV.
So, we saw the preview, but what do you think we're gonna get? in this
Boom!
episode?
No one leaves the Blindspot team.
Oh,
No one's gonna leave the Blindspot team. I'm gonna be a hater against that guy, that voiceover man.
The guy that always tells us.
Shut up. No one's leaving. That's my prediction. I'm saying okay, maybe Reed goes away for like rehab or something like that. But it is not. No one is leaving today under Nick Marty's watch.
Okay, good one. I'll give you that. Now, my prediction is that we're gonna get an episode that's like A Few Good Men. Like it's gonna be all in court. And it's gonna be like a closed session court, and the court's gonna be attacked while they're in session. And it's going to be a grand jury, and somebody's going to be like, "You can't handle the truth," and then a bullet's going flying, and they're going to be like, "Everybody's on lockdown."
That's a good theory. So you think
they're
that
going to have to protect the grand jury people, and then the judge too. I think there's a judge in the grand jury. I think it's a judge. Whatever, judicial guy.
Yeah.
He's going to be there, and there's going to be a gavel there, and they're going to have to like hold down the court because it's going to be swarming.
So you think they're
going
to be being interrogated each one at a time, and then they're going to be attacked at the home
they're going
HQ.
to be in the wherever
HQ,
in the HQ or in the government building, and it's going to get attacked, and they're going to have to like defend and protect the people that are trying to persecute them. I think that could be cool.
Well said. We both have. I do think both of us, our predictions are going to come true because mine makes sense and yours makes complete sense too.
All right, now Steve Oden said they will make it look like Reed will die, but it will be Zapata.
No, I'm sorry, I gotta disagree. Zapata has been
but you
lightly
you can have that
episode.
scene where he like holds her head and like, no.
Yeah, you try to show me the right way.
No, I love you, girl. And then you
Just
got
like
that one baby tear, and that's when you know he's coming back with a vengeance. Maybe not.
But I don't think Zapata's gonna die, man. She's been so light in every single episode recent, like the past 3. Her only part in each episode has been, Reed, don't do that. Stop. You are so high. No.
Reed, all you need is some time off.
Yeah. Come on, Reed.
Come on, Reed.
That's been her only involvement each episode recently.
True. She
can't
does
just
need
die.
She does need something to do.
Unless the whole next episode is based on her. I feel like if somebody's gonna die or leave the team,
gotta give her
the whole episode is gonna be based on that person.
Okay. Give us a little interaction for that.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, let's see. Fantasy Stats Guru says Blindspot bottle episode. So,
what does that mean? I don't get it.
Bottle, like meaning that everything's closed in and there's like it's kind of like tied off, on its own. So that's interesting. Well, I mean, guys, look, I enjoyed this episode. It was a change of pace. It's definitely different. We didn't break any glass, but I had a good time. How about you?
I enjoyed it. Like I was saying, there was a lot of critical thinking in this episode. There is every episode, but this one was less action, more thinking, more stepping ahead of the enemy.
Yeah, and we move forward with the character arc for, unfortunately, Reed and Roman.
Yeah.
So we got some good stuff.
We got a good thing and we got a bad thing going on.
Yeah, we got a good thing and a bad thing.
So hopefully we can make a neutral.
Put it back on up. So man, hey guys, we are so happy that you checked us out. And since you checked us out, don't forget to not only be in the chat, but after this episode airs, go on and jump in the comments, leave us a comment, say, hey, we love you guys, or hey man, Reed should get fired, or hey, Zapata ain't gonna die. And then also hit that like button and subscribe to AfterBuzz. You can see us everywhere at AfterBuzz TV. Also, don't forget the iTunes feed because you can check that out as well. Now, before we bounce out of here, Nick Marty, where can people find you?
Hey, y'all can find me on Instagram at NICKMARDI13 and The Latest Late Show on YouTube. And also I do other shows on here, $1 Million Listing, that'll be coming on soon, and Fuller House.
Ooh.
And where can we find you at?
Now, you can find me online at One Youngster, which is ONEYOUNGSTA. I'm also doing this Sunday the Jedi Alliance show. You can catch me here on, well, not here, but on Popcorn Talk Network on Sundays. Also, we're doing the finale of Sleepy Hollow. If you watch Sleepy Hollow, Sunday,
check it out.
Check us out here on AfterBuzz TV. You can also check me out on Black Hollywood Live. Just search NerdSoul, NERDSOUL, and subscribe, please, for that nerdy nerd stuff. And we can't wait to see y'all next week. It's gonna be fun.
It's narrowing down. Couple episodes left.
Down. We almost out of here.
Catch y'all later.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
I got enemies.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.